We can see things way, way further. It's some wonderful work being done by Nathan Oakley and some UK teams where they're actually seeing a horizon behind oil platforms at 10.
Refracted shout-outs to Planner Walk and Conspiracy Catz for debunking the very needed physical geometry of their heliocentric sphere religion.
And that is how a horizon can be loomed. I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk.
Hello, it's me, Nathan Hokey Cokey Jokley, and I think everybody knows that what I'm about to write, even I don't understand. You ready?
I'll pop a link below to Conspiracy Cat's interview with Haunted House where he shares his fears and concerns about the lie he's been told in regards to the globe.
Horizon is refracted using terrestrial refraction of the geometric R value in 7/6R. It's not geometric, as in required by your geometric model. Yep, even I didn't understand that.
Conspiracy Cat's here demonstrating his inability to read, paraphrasing. I'll assume his paraphrasing is his inability to understand what's being said. It's fairly straightforward.
We do not have two horizons, just one, and yours was geometric until we debunked it. Now you claim your required geometric location is accountable in refraction. Smile. Anyway, after that load of codswallop, I'm going to say game over, moron. You no longer have a physical geometric sphere edge for horizon. Checkmate. Woohoo!
So Nathan, let me explain this very simply. All light can be refracted.
Your model is physical and geometric. This is the basis of your religion, that you live on a physical sphere with geometry. If the light's being refracted, you're not dealing in physical geometry. Even your claim of refraction is based on, guess what? Physical sphere geometry.
We see light. We do not see geometry. Therefore, the horizon that we see is one based on light, which can be refracted.
The basis of your religion, however, is based in physical geometry. And if the horizon we see is refracted light, it's not physical and geometric. As detailed in the comments you're critiquing, you require a physical geometric horizon. And according to you, you don't have one.
Now, there are people that will use things that aren't as influenced as much by refraction as light, and they'll use that to measure things like where the horizon is.
Yeah, you do, you fundy religitard zealot. You assert physical geometry based on a radius value, giving you a geometric sphere edge for a horizon.
Maybe flat earthers should try that. I know they won't though, because they refrain from doing anything that can't be done with a P1000.
Yeah, Planner Walk. Life would be a lot easier if we just assumed geometry. But unlike you fundy religitard morons, we don't assume the horizon is a physical geometric position until it's debunked by a black swan, resulting in your denial of the physical geometry and claiming it's optical.
Hello, it's me again, Nathan Hokey Cokey. Will you be my friend? I've got a link for you. Ready? Planar walk. Oh no, that's you, isn't it? Sorry, but I've debunked you. Checkmate, Fundy. We do not have a physical geriatric sphere, a geometric how do you say that?
Given your obvious demonstrations of your inability to read Conspiracy Catz, allow me. That would be a physical geometric sphere edge for your geometric globe model.
Geometric sphere for horizon. If the horizon's looming, it's not geriatric. Also, the sky is not a vacuum. Outer space, the sky vacuum, is a violation of the second law of thermodynamics, which I've proved numerous times. I only just barely know how to say, let alone explain.
A couple of quick quotes from Conspiracy Catz. Quote, "Without the container, there can be no pressure." End quote. Second quote from Conspiracy Catz. Without the balloon, there is no pressure. End quote. Conspiracy Catz, 2019.
If the sky was a vacuum, the gas we breathe would fill the space.
That was a quote from Wiggles, 2019.
Wow. Any photo claimed to be taken from the sky vacuum is fake. Just like my belief in a flat earth.
Well, no. As per the second law of thermodynamics, to quote Conspiracy Catz himself, without the container, there can be no pressure. End quote. Or the second quote, without the balloon, there is no pressure. So it's an antecedent-consequent relationship. There'd be an entropy increase. If the sky was a vacuum, the gas would indeed fill the space.
Space? Wow. Any photo claimed to be taken from the sky vacuum is fake.
So the Planet Walk debunked part, that's just him repeating what he said in the last comment. As for the sky not being a vacuum, that has nothing to do with Black Swan, but I guess I'll address it anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought when you tagged on a bit of space nonsense to the end of your video. So I debunked it in a comment. Thank you for repeating it here. It gives me the opportunity to quote Conspiracy Catz a couple of times, as he's failing to read my comments without paraphrasing.
So Nathan claims that outer space would be a violation of the second law of thermodynamics. So if the atmosphere wasn't held to Earth by a container, then I would agree. But it is. That container is called gravity.
Gravity is definitely not a container. If you're asserting that gravity has some sort of force over gas, you would be incorrect. Gravity as a force was replaced by Einsteinian bending of conceptual mediums known as space-time around 100 years ago. Gravity is definitely not a force. To quote Brian Cox, gravity is not really a force at all. To quote George Musa, gravity is not a force, but you can think of it as a force. So gravity is absolutely not in any way overcoming the second law of thermodynamics. If the sky was a vacuum, the gas would fill the space.
You know what could possibly be a violation of the second law of thermodynamics though? If there were a pressure gradient that was able to persist without a force.
Planet Walk here, choosing to attack a straw man by asking a question about delta X, gas pressure gradients, when the question we are asking in regards to the thermodynamics violation that is a sky vacuum is how can you have gas pressure, that would be X, without a container. His question addresses gas pressure gradients. That would be a delta of gas pressure. How can you have gas pressure in the first instance without a container?
All horizons are by definition apparent. The geriatric I hate that word.
The word is geometric and is the premise of your heliocentric fantasy that you're on a sphere with physical sphere geometry. How very telling that you now hate this word.
Physical globe horizon is based on the height of the observer. The globe model has a physical geriatric horizon.
Say it with me in past tense. Had a physical geometric horizon. It no longer has one. We debunked it. Now I know why you hate this word.
And in reality, we only observe one, which varies. I'm just talking nonsense. It has fixed physical limits, blah, blah, blah. I'm just trying to claim that the horizon isn't a real place. Because that's what I do. I'm Nathan Croaky Pokey. And when we start talking about things that I don't understand, I just try and play word games to make it look like I'm not as stupid as what I really is.
Oh, no. I'm not trying to claim the horizon's not a physical place. The fundies who talk to me, who are on the globe side and understand the Black Swan argument, are telling me that it's apparent, despite that word being redundant, and as I clearly lay out, only have one horizon, Conspiracy Catz. And all that blah 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 that you're saying is a load of old nonsense would be the physical geometry your sphere religion's based on. So we're definitely in agreement with the old blah 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 about physical sphere geometry. Yeah, definitely a load of old nonsense, mate.
So Nathan, are the shapes of the platforms that we see in that image apparent?
Who cares? I'm not defending a geometric model and my arguments about the horizon.
Does that debunk the actual geometric shape of the platforms?
Your assertion that the apparent horizon is non-physical debunks the assertion we have a physical geometric horizon.
Hello, it's me again, Nathan Jokley, 198.0. Just here to tell you that I screenshot all of my comments, just in case you delete them, you coward. But also, mainly because I don't really get a lot of nice messages, and sometimes I get quite sentimental, and it's just really nice to look back at them all and think about all the pleasures that we've shared together and the good times, Please write me some more.
I usually just quote you, Conspiracy Cats. Things like, without the container, there can be no pressure, Conspiracy Cats 2019. Or, without the balloon, there is no pressure, Conspiracy Cats 2019. Or, the gas would fill the space, Wiggles 2019. Of course, I know how to actually quote somebody.
That's funny. I did the exact same thing. I screenshotted all your comments just so that I could put them in this video. Can't delete them now.
Wrong. Refraction. So the horizon in the image is refracted. So not geometric then. Well, where is this geometric horizon?
Nathan Oakley is my fucking favorite right now. I love Nathan Oakley.
Yeah, me too.
He demolishes
Absolutely.
people. Nathan Oakley, 1980. Follow his. He does flat Earth debates every day, live streams flat Earth debates. Anybody could get on and and debate him, and he just demolishes everybody.